You and me are bored of regularity.
Hey everyone, it's VIVISAUR. So today I'm going to show you how to make the 3 Sun and Moon starters Pokemon costumes of Popplio, Litten, and Rowlet. So these actually turned out really well. So I tried my best in explaining how I did it step by step, but if you watch the video, obviously you can tell I was struggling a lot with the wording and stuff. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to leave a comment down below and I'll try my best to answer your questions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and maybe try it out yourselves. Let's get on with the video. To make Popplio's ears, I'm going to fold 2 pieces of blue felt in half and lay it on top of each other. Then cut out the shape of half a heart, making sure that the nice edges are aligned so that your hearts are even. For the next step, I'm going to attach each of the heart to the lower bottom of the headband and then fold each flaps of the hearts in, securing it with hot glue. Now to make the neck piece of Popplio. I bought 1 meter of baby blue felt. So fold the felt so that there are 2 straight edges. Next, from the center point, measure out 4 inches out and cut out the shape of a quarter of a circle. After that, I measured out 10 inches wide on the longer side of the piece and then traced out the scallops as a guide for cutting. The measurement of 10 inches is the width of my shoulder to the center of my neck. This next part is optional, but the most iconic part of Popplio is the clown nose. So if you're able to find one, just buy a pink one, but I wasn't able to, so I just simply painted a red clown nose pink. To make Lynn's headpiece, start by folding the black felt in half and cut the shape of a curved triangle to make the ears. Using the first cutout, I used it as a stencil for the second ear. Next, lay the 2 pieces on top of each other and cut out a slight curve on the bottom. Using the same method, I'm going to cut out 2 smaller gray pieces for the inner of the ears. Hot glue the gray pieces to attach each of them onto the black pieces. So for this next step, attach the ears to the black beanie by adding glue to the curved part of the ears. After that, add a dollop of glue in the center of each ear. Then pinch it from the back so that the ears look a bit curved instead of it being flat. Next, using the black felt, cut out 2 small leaf-shaped pieces and then glue it in between the ears for the little hairs that Lynn has. For the red marks that Lynn has on its forehead, you will need to cut out strips of red felt. I roughly placed it onto the beanie to determine the size and then went on to cutting the ends of each piece so that it's pointier. Once that's done, secure the pieces down with hot glue. Now to add the details to the rest of the costume, you will need a black pair of pants and a long sleeve shirt. Simply just cut out 8 strips of red felt to your desired size. Make sure that the pieces are long enough and have enough slack to wrap around your wrist and ankles. Hot glue 2 strips of red felt to each leg and sleeves of your clothing to complete the look. Once that's done, as an extra detail you can add a tail. Just cut out a long piece of black felt, place a wire in the middle of the felt. Using hot glue, I sandwiched the wire with the felt while leaving room on both ends open. To make the end of the tail fluffier, I simply just cut out small triangles to attach to one end of the tail. After that, glue the remaining end onto the back of the shirt.
Let's escape the gray and let the colors rain. Turn the shit we do and our words into pure reality.
To make Rowlet's hoodie poncho, I bought 1.5 meter of brown fleece. Start off by cutting the fleece about 1/3 of a meter wide and then fold it in half. Make sure you match the edges as best as you can so that your pieces will be even. Next, using a hoodie, which you probably have in your closet, lay the hood part on top of the fleece and then trace out the shape of the hood with a 1-inch seam allowance. Cut out the pattern and then, making sure that the good side is facing up, glue the curved edges together to make the hood. For some reason my camera went bonkers while recording and I lost the footage, but hopefully this representation helps. With the remaining fleece, fold it twice into a square so that there are 2 straight edges, and from the center point measure out 3 inches on both edges and cut out the shape of a quarter of a circle. After that, from corner to corner, trace out the scallops as a guide for cutting. You can always clean up the edges of the scallops by individually trimming each one afterwards. Once that's done, I glued down the center point of the hoodie to the poncho first, and continued to glue down the hoodie following the trim of the neck hole. For the final detail of the poncho, I folded some green felt in half, then cut out a leaf shape and glue it onto the front of the poncho. I think that this poncho is cute enough as is, so this next part is optional. To make Rowlet's mask, I took a piece of white foam and used my glasses as a reference point on how big to make the mask. I sketched out half of the mask and then folded the foam in half to cut so that it looks equal on both sides. After that, I eyeballed where my eyes would be by tracing out a pattern and then cut out the eye holes. In order to secure it to our face, I just hot glued some elastic to the side of the mask. Those were the 3 costumes. Let me know down in the comments which costume you liked best. And if you do try to make any of these costumes, I would love to see them. So yeah, that's it for now. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. And yeah, thanks for watching.